Well, good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning and it's 10 o'clock. Late. I am doing flowers for an 18th birthday party and I thought you might like to come along for the ride. All sorts of tips and tricks when it comes to 18th birthday party flowers. Things that you may not think about, but are very much worth considering. So let's go for it. And if you're new to the channel, you're very welcome. Please subscribe. Press the bell icon and we'll tell you when we've got more clips coming up. And if any of the tips and tricks you find out along the way are useful, you can always buy me a coffee, or better still, join my club. And the links for coffee buying and club membership are in the blurb to all my clips. So if we go. And I just want to say a special thank you to everybody who's been to workshops and garden tours and so on this week. We've had 5 full days of workshops and garden tours. It's been a marathon, but great fun, despite the heat. And we've had lots of lovely people, including club members who came on Monday. And thank you very much for my beautiful Chelsea Flower Show mug, which I am very much enjoying my coffee in this morning. So thank you very much for that. Now, before we go any further, let's talk about 18th birthday party flowers. What happens at an 18th birthday party? Really? Well, I think in your mind you have, a small country marquee in the field and lots of charming young people dancing around looking gorgeous. There's some music, maybe a barbecue, all lovely. However, I am sure there will be rambunctious young people, and it is possible that some of them, 1 or 2, may drink a can or 2 of beer too many and get quite, I think in America you call it get messy. And so, which is perfectly understandable, exams are over, times are good, it's time to have some fun and let your hair down. So yes, but as a parent / florist / anybody involved in putting this party on, health and safety is paramount. So if you're thinking about doing parties for young people and they may get overexcited and start, imagine a young man swinging a beautiful girl around the marquee like this, knocking everything off the tables as they go, inadvertently. So what we're going to do, this party's got 3 long trestle tables, and instead of doing lots of just cheerful posies down the table in glass, Fabrizio has made very solid, heavy boxes. They're very simple, and I'm going to do meadow boxes because if you have one single jar on the table, it's very easy to knock it over, spill it on the glass breaks, kids are walking around barefoot. Let's not do that. Contain the jars in the box. You can then have a meadow of flowers spilling out of the box, looking very beautiful. But you're going to have to really work hard to knock this on the floor or smash the glass. So if you're thinking about parties for young people, where they may get a little overexcited and may start flinging themselves around, then there are going to be flowers, possibly in glass. Think of a way to contain it so that you keep the kids safe. Another thing to think about is, for example, here we have a large jug of flowers. It's a French coffee pot that I found at a brocante many years ago. And this is also a really great container because it's heavy, it's really heavy bottomed. Because it's wider at the bottom than it is at the top, it fills up with heavy water. This isn't going anywhere. So this is a really great way to make sure that nobody is going to get hurt by the flowers. You don't get hurt by the flowers, but you may as well consider health and safety while you're at it. So I'm going to have this container. I'm going to add a few bits to it. And I've got some other heavy bottomed containers which I'm going to fill with flowers for this party. The theme is Sunshine Festival Summer. So this is not the right colourway, so I'm going to add some Sunshine and Festival to it. They're going to be grasses, daisies. It's going to be very, very light. But I've also got some nice yellow roses, so I might cut the yellow roses to give a little... if you get very grassy in an arrangement, there's nowhere for the art. You need something to draw the eye. So you don't need masses of them. I'm going to cut, if these meadow boxes are going to have 4 posies in each, 3 of them, so that's 12. So that's literally 12 yellow roses, 1 each for the bigger arrangements, 13, 14, 15 yellow roses. So altogether I might cut 20 just so I've got enough to play with. And if you're doing a meadowy arrangement, if I'm going for 20 roses, then I might cut in 20s for everything so that everything feels very growing. I'm not going to have handfuls of this and handfuls of this. This is not floral floristry. It's the antithesis of formal floristry. So if I cut in 20s, and I'm going to have 20 different stems in each vase, so that's 4 per box, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 20s. What are 15 20s? 300. So that's the kind of number I'm looking at. So if I fill my trolley with buckets, I might add take some spare, so I've got room for more, and then we'll have some fun. Come on, let's go. How do I turn this thing off? So here in the tunnel, we've got Gypsophila Covent Garden, snapdragons, lovely Levatera. We're humming with Amimagus, bees and larkspur. So from the polytunnel and the patch we call the pitch bar yard, I have cut a lovely mix of... Right, there we have a lovely party cut. It's about 400 stems. I've ballparked it a little bit. Yellow roses, a bit of Physocarpus to clash, make it not look too tidy. A bit of wild sorrel and some dock and some grasses. Campanula, Sweet William, Veronica, Alchemilla mollis, Cephalaria gigantea, Nigella, more different campanula, snapdragon, sweet peas, wild daisies, Amimagus, larkspur, hilarious striped grass, which is a horrible bully, don't have it in the garden unless you wanted to take over, allium seed heads, mint, and a bit more foliage. I don't want it to look too tidy, so a bit more foliage. I may go and get some feverfew, but I may be done. Maybe. This yellow rose is Graham Thomas, and the paler one behind is Claire Austin. If only there was smell-o-vision. Right, back in the studio, we'll let this lot have a nice cool down and a bit of a drink, and I'll go make lunch for everybody, and then I'll arrange them this afternoon. Right, so we're a couple of hours later. As is often the way, I've slightly changed my mind about how I'm going to do this. So each of these boxes has got 8 small jars, heavy based, low jars. Each of these big tin containers have got are filled with taller jars. And because time is of the essence, I'm going to make these incredibly quickly. I'll do a little time-lapse thing so you can see me do it. And I hope they're going to look very effective. And also be safe for young people not to smash around. There we are. It's taken an hour to do them. Oh, I quite like them. Right, let's take them over and deliver. Right, time to chuck them in the back of the car and take them over. Let's go. So there you have it. Beautiful, glorious Dorset countryside and bringing the garden in. Meadow boxes. The table's not yet laid up. This is classic what happens with floristry. You deliver and everything's not ready, but you pop everything down and leave the people to it and hope for the best. But they're pretty in the light. You can see how they're going to catch the evening light really nicely. And the hoverflies have found them already. And no matter how exciting the party, these boxes are solid and not going to get broken or slammed around by anybody. So the kids are safe. And so are the flowers. So thanks very much for coming along on my journey. So 3 simple meadow boxes, 2 big clumping, these are not going to go anywhere either, arrangements, but sort of wild and hairy, full of sunshine, and just the thing for an 18th birthday. Have a lovely evening, everyone. I'll see you soon.